Welcome back, Heartland fans, Heartland enthusiasts. Brace yourselves, Season 19 is set to redefine everything. Episode 1 unfolds with an unexpected turn that will reshape your understanding of the series. Ty Borden, whom we believed was lost to us, makes a startling reappearance, and his reunion with Amy is far from what anyone could anticipate. But here's the truly stunning development. Amy, grappling with heartbreak and the slow process of healing, makes the difficult choice to part ways with Nathan. Nathan, in an equally surprising twist, finds new love with none other than Amy's own sister, Lou. Indeed, Nathan and Lou's burgeoning romance becomes a central focus, culminating in a marriage that will leave everyone speculating about the future of the Bartlett-Fleming-Morris clan. It has been a significant time since Ty Borden was last seen, and fan theories about his potential return to Heartland have been rampant. Episode 1 of Season 19 not only meets these hopes, but exceeds them. The episode commences with a deeply poignant moment. Amy is at the ranch, enveloped by memories of her late husband, Ty. Just as she is about to enter the house, she turns to find Ty himself. It is no illusion, nor a trick of memory. Ty is physically present before her. Initially, Amy struggles to accept the reality of the situation. She has mourned him for so long, and this sudden return from what seemed like an irreversible loss feels almost too surreal. But as the moments pass, Amy must confront the wave of emotions she has long suppressed. The unfolding of this scene is intensely emotional. Ty explains to Amy that he has been granted a second chance after the ordeal he endured. He is back, but with a caveat: he is not the same man she remembers. Time has passed, and both have been altered in ways that couldn't have foreseen. Ty's return isn't merely about reigniting an old flame, it's about mending old wounds, seeking forgiveness for the past, and learning to navigate the pain of the loss they both experienced. Ty and Amy's initial interactions are fraught with awkwardness and a sense of the unknown. Amy's joy at his return is mingled with a profound sense of guilt. She had started to move on, but has she truly? Can she release Nathan and the future they were tentatively constructing? Or will Ty's presence reawaken a love that never completely faded? This reunion forms the emotional core of the episode. It is raw, authentic, and laden with emotional significance as Amy wrestles with feelings of love, guilt, and deep confusion. Yet this moment also signifies a critical juncture in Amy's personal journey. For a long period she has lived under the shadow of Ty's memory, but now she confronts a vital question: can she genuinely move forward and open her heart to another, or will Ty's return draw her back into the past she has so painstakingly tried to leave behind? As the scene draws to a close, Ty and Amy share a moment of profound connection, their bond undeniably still present. However, the stark reality of their circumstances quickly surfaces. Amy is acutely aware that even with Ty's return, she has already taken steps forward with Nathan. The love she cherished for Ty has been overlaid with layers of grief and the passage of time, and although Ty's reappearance unleashes a torrent of emotion, it becomes evident that Amy must make a choice that is best for her and for her family. But there is another unexpected element to this reunion. Ty isn't just visiting, he intends to stay. His return heralds an entirely new chapter in the Heartland saga. His presence is bound to disrupt the equilibrium Amy had established with Nathan, and Ty's comeback initiates a sequence of events that no one could have foreseen. What will become of Amy's relationship with Nathan? Now, will Ty and Amy find their way back to their old love, or is it truly time to let go? After Ty's astonishing return, the episode shifts to an emotional precipice as Amy confronts a monumental decision that will fundamentally change her future. She finds herself at a critical juncture, caught between clinging to her past with Ty and fully embracing her present with Nathan. The decision, however, is far from straightforward. Amy's internal battle is almost tangible. The scene portrays her pacing restlessly, her thoughts a whirlwind as she attempts to make sense of the situation. She has always loved Ty. He was her partner, her soulmate, the father of her child, But time has irrevocably passed. She has endured so much since Ty's presumed death, and Nathan has been instrumental in her healing journey. It is clear that Nathan cares for her deeply. They have built something meaningful, a genuine connection. But now Ty's return complicates everything. In a candid conversation with Lou, Amy confides her conflicting emotions. Ever the supportive sibling offers advice, but it's evident that Amy feels torn between two distinct realities. On one side lies the undeniable love and shared history with Ty. On the other is Nathan, the man who has been her steadfast support when she needed it most. It's a classic dilemma of being caught between the allure of the past and the promise of the future. The gravity of her decision permeates the episode. Amy isn't merely choosing between two men, she is choosing the direction of her life. Will she revisit her past with Ty, risking all she has built with Nathan? Or will she continue to honor the life she has meticulously pieced together, even if it means relinquishing the love she once shared with Ty? As the episode progresses, Amy's resolution begins to crystallize. The emotional intensity culminates when Amy has a heartfelt discussion with Nathan. He senses the change in her. It's a deeply painful realization for both of them. In a moment of raw honesty, Nathan admits he has noticed Amy withdrawing. He understands that Ty's return has resurfaced old feelings, but he affirms his readiness to move forward with her regardless. But Amy, with a burdened heart, realizes she can continue her relationship with Nathan. She acknowledges the love they shared, but knows deep down that her heart is no longer fully committed. The grief she has carried for Ty, combined with the emotional upheaval of seeing him again, has reopened old wounds. In the episode's most poignant moment, tells Nathan she needs to move on from their relationship. It's an agonizing decision, one that shatters both their hearts. But Amy recognizes that for her own healing, she must let Nathan go and find a new beginning. Nathan's reaction is a mixture of devastation and respect for Amy's choice. In a way, he understands it's the right path for her. But little does Amy realize this heartbreak is merely the prelude to a new chapter for Nathan. A chapter she could never have anticipated. As the scene concludes, we see Amy in the barn attempting to process the enormity of her decision. Her choice to let Nathan go is courageous, yet profoundly painful. She knows the healing journey will be long, and she is uncertain where this leaves her. And Ty, will they rediscover their old love, or has too much time truly passed? So much remains uncertain, but Amy believes she has made the correct choice, even if it feels like the most difficult thing she has ever faced. What Amy doesn't know is that Nathan is about to embark on a new path of his own, a path that will unexpectedly lead him to someone else. Lou, with Amy's decision to end their relationship, Nathan is left reeling, trying to reconcile with everything that has transpired. The stage is set for a fresh start, but not in a way anyone could foresee. The loss of Amy is a heavy blow for Nathan, but what follows will alter everything. Nathan is grappling with his pain, but as he does, a surprising new chapter begins to unfold in his life. This time involving Lou. Has always been a pillar of support for her family, and this season it's evident she has been navigating her own set of challenges, from dealing with the repercussions of her health scare to managing the family business. Lou has been juggling numerous responsibilities, but now with Amy's relationship with Nathan concluding, Lou finds herself connecting with him in an unforeseen manner. It all starts with a quiet, sincere conversation between Nathan and Lou following his painful breakup with Amy. Nathan finds solace in Lou's presence. She has always been a comforting figure, and her innate kindness apparent as she consoles him. Initially, it's merely two friends sharing a moment of mutual understanding, nothing more, but as days turn into weeks, something deeper begins to blossom between them. Lou, who has been shouldering her own burdens of grief and responsibility, starts to perceive Nathan differently. His kindness, resilience, and dedication to their family's welfare begin to resonate with her in ways she hadn't previously considered. The chemistry between them is subtle yet undeniable, a slow-burning connection that builds throughout the episode. Lou, ever protective of her family, is first hesitant to pursue anything with Nathan, aware of the complicated history between him and Amy. However, as they spend more time together, their bond strengthens. They share laughter, heartfelt discussions, and moments of tenderness that start to blur the boundaries between friendship and something more. In one particularly touching scene, Nathan and Lou share an intimate moment under the night sky. Nathan opens up about his fears and regrets after the breakup, and Lou, with her calming presence, reassures him that things will improve. In a vulnerable admission, Lou confesses she has always admired Nathan's strength and his unwavering support for the family. In return, Nathan admits his deep respect for Lou's ability to manage so many responsibilities while remaining grounded. As they sit in the stillness of the night, their hands briefly touch. It's clear that something fundamental is shifting between them. Their eyes meet, and an unspoken understanding passes between them. Neither is certain where this path will lead, but both recognize they have discovered something special, something unexpected, yet profoundly right. Their evolving relationship is not without its complexities. Both Nathan and Lou are dealing with their own personal histories, and the last thing they want is to cause Amy further pain or create additional family discord. The tension surrounding Amy's decision to end things with Nathan casts a shadow over them, leading to moments of doubt and hesitation. But as they navigate the delicate balance between family loyalty and their deepening feelings, they realize their connection is too potent to ignore. By the episode's end, Nathan and Lou find themselves at a turning point. They can no longer deny their feelings for each other. It's not an easy choice, but they decide to give their relationship a chance. It's a bold, unexpected development that leaves viewers wondering how this new dynamic will affect the family and the future of Heartland Ranch. Just when it seems they have found a measure of happiness, new challenges emerge. The world of Heartland is plunged into turmoil, testing Nathan and Lou's nascent relationship. Meanwhile, as Nathan and Lou's connection deepens in the aftermath of Amy's breakup, Amy's emotional journey is far from over. Her internal conflict and struggle become a central theme of the season. As she grapples with her past, her grief over death, and the daunting possibility of moving on, Amy has always been defined by her profound connection to her horses, her family, and the love she once shared with Ty. The new season opens with Amy at a crossroads, torn between her feelings for Nathan and the enduring memory of Ty. Although Nathan tried to show her that she deserves happiness, Amy's emotional wounds remain raw. The weight of losing Ty still bears down heavily on her heart, and the thought of entering a new relationship feels overwhelming. At the season's outset, Amy is emotionally guarded with Nathan, uncertain if she is truly ready to move forward. While she acknowledges her feelings for him, she is terrified of forgetting Ty and betraying his memory. Her grief manifests in subtle yet powerful ways. She sees reminders of Ty everywhere, from places they once frequented together to objects they once shared. Her heart is turmoil. As much as she desires to embrace the future with Nathan, she cannot release her hold on the past. Amy's emotional journey is poignantly portrayed as she struggles with the concept of moving on. She doesn't want to replace Ty, and she feels immense guilt for even contemplating a future with someone else. This internal conflict causes her to push Nathan away, even when his only intention is to help her heal. The tension between them is palpable, and the audience can keenly feel her pain as she wrestles with these difficult emotions. As the season progresses, Amy begins to realize that doesn't necessitate forgetting Ty. It means finding a way to carry his memory while still living her life. She starts to open up more to Nathan, but the process is gradual and fraught with setbacks. There are moments when she almost succumbs to the hope of a new beginning, only to retreat in fear of losing her connection to Ty. This constant tug of war within Amy's heart creates a suspenseful emotional narrative that keeps viewers captivated. However, just as Amy is beginning to find some measure of peace with her feelings for Nathan, a monumental event occurs. Ty Borden, Amy's late husband, unexpectedly returns, at least in a manner no one could have anticipated. It's not a straightforward reunion, nor has Ty miraculously returned from the dead, but his presence is powerfully felt, perhaps as a dream, a vision, or even a spiritual visitation. This unexpected and almost supernatural occurrence shakes Amy to her core, unleashing a wave of overwhelming emotions she has suppressed for so long. In this intensely emotional scene, Amy is alone on the ranch, reflecting on her life and the challenging decisions she faces. As she stands near Ty's memorial, the atmosphere grows still and she senses strange yet comforting presence beside her. It is not Ty in a physical sense, but it's as if his spirit is there, offering her the support she needs to move forward. She experiences a profound emotional moment that helps her reconnect with Ty's memory and feel his love once more. This moment of closure allows Amy to process her grief in a healthier way. She begins to understand that Ty will always be a part of her regardless of whom she may choose to love in the future. This realization is transformative, opening up the possibility for Amy to finally embrace what lies ahead. Nevertheless, the journey is still far from simple. Now that Amy has had this spiritual communion with Ty, she faces the daunting task of navigating her feelings for both his memory and Nathan. She knows she cannot keep pushing Nathan away indefinitely, but her heart remains clouded with uncertainty. As she moves forward in the healing process, she starts to recognize that Nathan, while not Ty, is someone who can offer her support, love, and a semblance of normalcy again. But the fear of replacing Ty or dishonoring his memory still lingers in her heart. Just as Amy begins to make progress, another major twist unfolds. Ty's father, who has been largely estranged from the family's life, makes an unexpected appearance at Heartland. His return reopens old wounds and compels Amy to confront unresolved feelings about Ty's family, their relationship, and the unfinished business between them. This new development creates tension, suspense, as Amy is forced to reckon with the complexities of her past and the lingering emotional ties she has to Ty's family. Ty's father brings with him a fresh set of challenges, including guilt, unresolved family dynamics, and the difficult task of finding forgiveness. Amy's response to his return is one of anger, pain, and confusion. She doesn't know how to cope with this new layer of complexity in her life, especially now that she is attempting to move forward with Nathan. Yet through it all, Amy's inner strength begins to shine as she learns to navigate the pain and uncertainty of her past, ultimately summons the courage to embrace the future. The suspense surrounding Amy's emotional journey and her eventual choice between Nathan and holding on to the past will fuel the drama of the subsequent episodes. As Amy continues to heal her relationships with Nathan, Lo and the rest of the family will evolve in unexpected ways. One thing is certain, Amy's path to healing and happiness will not be a smooth one, and it will be filled with more twists and turns before she can truly move on. As the drama surrounding Amy's emotional turmoil continues to unfold, another shocking development occurs. Heartland, Lou and Nathan's unexpected romantic connection. It's a twist that no one anticipated, creating one of the most suspenseful and thrilling storylines in the early episodes of Season 19. Lo, Amy's sister, has always been the strong, pragmatic member of the family, the one who holds things together. But with the escalating tension between Amy and Nathan, Lo finds herself drawn to him in a way no one could have predicted. This new love story brings about unforeseen consequences for everyone involved. Initially, Lou's attraction to Nathan appears innocuous, a fleeting moment of empathy, a man deeply invested in the Fleming family's welfare. After all, Nathan has been there for Amy through some of her most challenging times, and he is genuinely a good person. But as time progresses, Lo's feelings for Nathan start to deepen, and before long it becomes evident that she cannot ignore them. Her connection with him grows stronger, and she begins to see Nathan in a new light, one that extends beyond the role he has played in Amy's life. Lois, who has always prided herself on her composure and control, starts to question everything she thought she knew about herself, love and family loyalty. This love story is inherently complicated from the outset. Lu knows that as Amy's sister, becoming involved with Nathan, especially after Amy's emotional struggles, feels like a betrayal. The guilt weighs heavily on her, and she tries to suppress her burgeoning feelings. But despite her internal the chemistry between Lu and Nathan is undeniable. Every time they interact, the tension mounts, making it clear that their connection is more than merely platonic. Nathan, for his part, is both conflicted and intrigued by Lu. Though he still cares deeply for Amy, he cannot help but feel drawn to Lu's strength, intelligence, and kindness. Lu offers him something different, something that feels both familiar and new. He is tempted by the possibility of a fresh start. For Lu, this emotional turmoil is compounded by the demands of running Heartland Ranch and raising her children. Throughout season, juggles her new feelings for Nathan with the pressures of family life. As the ranch faces financial challenges, Lu becomes even more focused on keeping everything afloat, ensuring that the business survives and that her family remains united. But the more time she spends with Nathan, the more she begins to question whether she has truly been happy in her marriage to Peter. Their relationship has been strained for some time, and their separation has only made it more difficult for Lu to move forward. The connection she feels with Nathan is a stark contrast to the growing emotional distance between her and Peter. Amidst all the romantic drama and emotional struggles, one lingering question remains: will Georgie return to Heartland? Her absence has been profoundly felt by both the characters and the fans, and her potential return remains one of the most exciting possibilities for season. Georgie's character has always been a source of strength and youthful vitality, and her absence leaves a noticeable void. Alicia Newton, the actress who portrays Georgie, has been occupied with other projects, but fans are still hopeful for her return. If she does come back, what kind of storyline could she have? It's clear that Georgie has matured significantly since her last appearance. A return to Heartland would allow her to explore her own growth and the challenges she faces. As an adult, would she reconnect with her family in a new way, continue her relationship with Quinn, or bring a fresh sense of wisdom?